Hello and welcome to my channel on the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And today let's find out what's on the hook. To answer a question I received in my email, this is a P 15 millimeter crochet hook that I start my show with every single week. And I just wanted to let you know that that's the biggest crochet hook I think that Clover makes. I'm pretty sure that's the biggest one. It's a P hook, 15 millimeter. So I've got a lot of new subscribers. Thank you so much. I hope you are enjoying your time here, and I hope you'll come back. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so and like this video before you forget and before you click away and have to go do something and come back. Be sure to hit the like button. It helps me a lot. Now, I have several things I want to talk about today. It's a beautiful spring day, and we're waiting for Friday, which is Patriots Day. So excited about that. I was going to wear red, white, and blue, but I actually finished this item, and I wanted to show it to you. I wanted to model it today for you, so I'll do that in a little bit. Today, I am releasing the summer vest, and a lot of you have asked about that. It's a wonderful pattern. It's not hard to make, but it is beautiful. The stitch pattern really makes the vest pop, and there are no sleeves obviously, so it takes a lot less time to make. Now I made that with Big Twist, which is Joann's store brand, 100% acrylic, and on each ball are 199 yards, and I believe I used 3 balls to make that, about 600 to 700 yards. And if you're larger than me, which is possible, or if you're smaller than me, which is possible, you will need a different number of yards. But just kind of estimate it. You might have a skein left over. Better to have one left over than have to go back to the store, and hopefully they have your right color. This is the color cream that I'm using, and it's so soft, so beautifully soft. I love this Big Twist yarn, and I'll tell you a little more about that in a couple of minutes. But that is what I use to make this. I've also published the written version of this pattern on Amazon. You can go there, and I put a link in the description box for you there for that. And then also it's available on Etsy as always, and it's out there now, and you will have received an email in your inbox if you're in the community, and it has a substantial discount offer code on that you can use on any pattern in my shop this week, and I think it expires in a week or so. So you've had a few days to think about it, and if you have some patterns in your cart, you can go ahead and use that offer code to purchase those if you want to. Now we have the written version out there. Mr. On the Hook put it out there yesterday, and he's getting so fast at doing that. It's really nice. He publishes my patterns for me in paper form so that you can buy them as a little booklet. This is an example of the booklet that I publish all my patterns in now. Each one is published in a booklet as well. So you can get this on Amazon. It has all the entire pattern in here, spaced out nicely, so it's not tiny, it's not hard to read at all, and it's easy to follow. Summer Vest is out there on Amazon if you are interested in it. Also, y'all love my book. This is the book that I talked about last week. It's the 5 Springtime Crochet Collection, Crochet Pattern Collection, and it's out on Amazon. It's a book of 5 of my beautiful spring patterns that you can try, and you can use any yarn you want to on these, not a luxury yarn, which I used on a couple of these. I used a luxury yarn, but you can also make them out of any yarn that you find that are the right weight, or some of them you can make out of several different weights of yarn. So give it a try. It's a nice book out there, and it's something you can put on your bookshelf. You don't have to rustle through file folders to get to it. So that is the Summer Vest pattern, which is here. This is out on Etsy right now. This is what it looks like, and it's also out on Amazon. So I wanted to let you know that. Now today I'm wearing the easiest tee. This is what I made this blouse out of, but it's totally kind of different, not totally different. If you're used to crocheting my patterns, you know that there are a lot of options that you can use in there, and this would be an example of that. I used the easiest tee to make this sweater, and it is the easiest tee. There's no decreasing or any of that to it. However, I did use some optional ideas on this, and I want to stand up and show you what it looks like. Well, this is the easiest tee that I just finished, just hot off the hook, and I wanted to show this to you. This is a summer sweater made out of acrylic and very comfortable. It is fairly boxy. It probably has 8 inches of ease around the bottom, and that gives it a nice loose look. And so then I cropped it a little bit, so I made it shorter. You certainly can make it as long as you want to, very easy to do. But I wanted to make it a little bit shorter to offset the boxiness of the sweater, and also added sleeves that are crocheted into the front and back fabric to this, and a fairly large cuff on there to bring them down to the elbow. It's just like the sweater I showed you last week that I was wearing. The soft summer sweater is made very similar to this, only has a special stitch pattern. On this I used a yarn that was busy, so I did not need a special stitch pattern. I could just whip through it with the double crochet and made it very easy to make. Now let me show you the back. The back is just very plain. There's nothing exciting about it, but it is an easy look for summer and spring, so you can wear this all the way into the fall. Probably even if you made it out of fall colors, it would be quite beautiful. You could also for summer make it with a cap sleeve. You don't have to put a longer sleeve in it. So there are a lot of options with this pattern, so you can use it to do it however you want. So this is the easiest tee with some options, and designed by me, and you can design your own as well. So I hope you like it. I made the easiest tee that I'm wearing with this yarn. This is big twist yarn, party type yarn. It's really pretty. I love the way it came out. It's a tiny bit stripy, but not too much. These stripes really blend in beautifully with each other. They aren't just really wild colors. They're kind of blended in. I really like the colors that are in this. This is a kind of a yellow color with purple mixed in. It's really beautiful. Again, there are 240 yards on the skein, and I used 3 skeins and about 2 yards of this. So I just used a tiny little bit of the 4th skein. You could probably get away with 3 skeins, but I'd buy 4. They're very inexpensive, and when Joann is running a sale, they're even more inexpensive. But this is big twist, and the colorway here, let me get that for you in case you're interested. It's Lavender Bellini. Lavender Bellini is the colorway, and so gorgeous. When I saw this, I thought I have to make a top out of that. So I did, and let me use a close-up of the sleeves. This is what the sleeves look like. They have a little bit of a band on the bottom. Not hard to do at all. And what I did with this is the sleeves were a little bit gappy in the back right there. And I did some decreasing on it. Maybe 3 decreases at the bottom there where I was putting on the, well, I actually chained out for the sleeves, and then I added the band at the bottom at the very end as I was finishing the sweater. And I like the way it looks. The sleeves are a little bit puffy. They're kind of cute, and I didn't do anything different to those, except I put a couple of decreases here. I put 1 on each side of the bottom seam. I decreased 1 here and 1 under there, and it brought the cuff in just a little bit, enough to make it a little more fitted, but it does not fit tight. See, there's plenty of room in the cuff. I just like my sleeves like that, especially for summertime. It makes them very comfortable to wear, very comfortable to wear. Again, that's Big Twist, not sponsored, Joann's store brand, and both items today, the one that Crystal's wearing, the summer vest, and this are both made from Big Twist yarn. Remember I told you last week that I was going to open some Happy Mail from Susan of New Jersey. You know who you are. Thank you so much for this big box of goodies. And I want to show you a few things that are in there. Not everything, because there's so much in there. There's a lot of cross stitch and embroidery, and I might do some giving away with that, Susan. I hope that's okay with you. But there were a couple of things that she made me that were just for me, and I appreciate that as well. This is a beautiful card that came with it. It's a watercolor picture and flowers. So gorgeous. I love watercolors. I just think they're beautiful. And all of my merchandise now is watercolor design. I love it. I used to do a little watercolor, but not much. Not enough to design my own flowers. And you can see right back there over my shoulder, there's a new tote that I'm going to talk to you all about later on. It's in the shop update at the end of this video. But I had a nice letter from Susan. Thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate that. And the beautiful card. These are 2 things that she made just for me, and I'm not giving these away at all. But these are so cute. It's a little mouse in his little green, looks like a little cup or a leaf. He's in the leaf there. Isn't that cute? Is crocheted a little amigurumi, which I cannot do. I don't do amigurumi, so thank you for that. And here's a little flower that goes with it. I'm sorry. There's a little flower that goes in there with him, and he's so cute. I will definitely keep that. I just love it. Thank you, Susan. That was a lot of work on that. I know it because I've tried amigurumi and I'm not good at it. I'm sorry. I like the bigger stuff. All right, and this is another thing she made me. So cute. This is a little basket with yarn balls in it. Little yarn balls, and they look like they're just wound. I'm not sure. They may be crocheted. I think they're crocheted. And a little crochet hook, the tiniest one I think I've seen in a while. This is wooden, really pretty wooden hook. And on the back is a magnet. So that'll go right onto my computer that I have here. It's, you hear that? It'll stay on my computer. It's really cute. And it reminds me what I do every day. So thank you, Susan, so much for that. It was in a pretty bag too. Look at that beautiful bag. I'm going to put it back in there for now. We'll put them both in there. That way they can stay safe. And I won't drop them on the floor or something. Also in the box were a couple of vintage crochet magazines. This is from 2006. Now I consider that vintage. It's an interweave crochet, and I used to buy these all the time, but they quit publishing. So I wanted to show you this and a couple things that are in here. So interesting because it was so many years ago. And it was, almost 20 years ago, 18 years or something. This is a textured tweed clutch. This is a pattern, of course, that is in the magazine. I wanted to show you all that. That actually could be used today. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's so beautiful. It's probably quite difficult. I mean, they have to have baubles on the strap and on the flap of the purse. So I think that's a nice touch. Very, very nice touch. And it doesn't go out of style. Not everything goes out of style. Now this might be a little bit out of style. I just wanted to show you this. This is, let me flip this back. This is it's kind of a tailored, let me get it over here where you can see it. This is a tailored sweater that is in the magazine. Really beautiful the way it's done. And a nice collar on there. I like that too. It's a little bit more detailed than the things that I design. I have designed some intricate things, but I thought that was interesting because it's in such an old magazine. And never forget that there are grannies all the time. There's some grannies, and this is from 2006. And you'll notice that her belt, I believe, is out of the circular part of the granny square. See, there's a granny square, and that's a circular part, and then they added the corners on, which we all know pretty much how to do. If you do granny squares, you know that you can take a round granny and turn it into a square, and which is what I did with my boxy top pattern that I released a couple weeks ago. Another thing that was in here was beautiful Hobie yarn. This is called Winter Glow, and it's wool and acrylic, half and half pretty much. And look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. 765 yards of a size 4 yarn. Now this is a tiny 4. It's a pretty small 4, but yeah, it's pretty small. But it's calling for like an eye hook, so it's, you know, a reasonable size. But that is a beautiful colorway right there. I really like that. And in addition, Susan put this one in the box too. This is just a slightly different color, but it's the same yarn. Let me get that around there. It's the same yarn. Beautiful colorways, just gorgeous colorways. So I wanted to show that to you. That's really, really pretty. Thank you, Susan. I will probably be making that up. I don't think I'll be giving that away. And then also in the box, there were lots and lots of embroidery and cross stitch. I assume you're giving up cross stitch, Susan, because there are a lot of them in there, and I might have to do some giving away with those. I hope you don't mind, but I won't be doing any more cross stitch. It's just too, it takes too long, and it's not really my forte. I don't really love it all that much, so I'll probably be giving some of that away. But anyway, thank you so much, Susan, for that beautiful box of Happy Mail. Now, to keep you up with my diamond painting progress, here is a quick video of what I've done this week. Taking a look at my progress on St. Andrew this week, and if you'll notice, I have finished his right eye and his cheek, part of his beard, and I've finished over there at that side, so you can see where I was way over here on this side last week. Now, I am working on his face. I should be finished here in a couple of weeks, maybe 3, hopefully not too much longer than that. But this is how much I have done. I'm just holding it with my hand because It weighs a lot. It's very, very heavy, and I have to roll it up and keep it on my easel right here. See, I'm that far from the top of my easel. So I've scooted it down so I can work on it a little bit easier. But this is the progress I've made. Hopefully I'll be quite a bit farther next week when I bring this to you. I hope you enjoyed that. That's for the people that are keeping up with my diamond painting progress. And I don't intend to give up that hobby at all. I love that hobby. I think it's fun, and it gives my hands a rest. So you might try it. You never know what you might enjoy doing besides your yarny endeavors. You know, sometimes you can pick up another hobby that is a lot of fun. So there you go. Now, I am going to show you a whip or two. This is the whip that I have finished, except for the edging around the edge of this beautiful cardigan. It's made with Premier Anti-Pilling Everyday Worsted in the colorway Spruce. And it's just a beautiful olive green, one of my very favorite colors. I love red and I love olive green. And those are two of my favorite colors. Now, I use other colors in my crochet, but this is one of the most favorite colors. And I knew if I was going to make this huge cardigan that I should make it in a color that I'm going to actually wear. So this is what it looks like. I have all of the squares connected. I have them all connected. Let me show you just one square. I think I've done this before. This is an example of the square that I'm using. It's a circle, and then we add a corner or sides. We add sides to make it a square, and then we add another row up here of decorative stitches to make it a little bit bigger. These are 6 inches wide and 6 inches long, so they're 6-inch square cardigan motif squares, and this is what it looks like. I'm stepping back so you can see it, but I haven't sewn the side seams yet, and that will be sewn together like that. I'm not finished with it, obviously, but I wanted to show you the progress I've made because I've really worked hard on this week. Most of my crochet time was spent with this cardigan. So I'll stand up and show you what it looks like. It's really large. It's a big cardigan. You see I haven't sewn the sides together yet, but I do have it put together pretty much, and it weighs quite a bit. This has, right now, this has 10 skeins of the worsted yarn that I just showed you. This has 10 skeins in it. I'm going to put an edging all around it, and of course sew up the side seams. And because the sleeves are a tiny bit short, which they may not end up being, they're a little bit too short, so I might put an edging at the bottom, or I might sew on some round half motifs like this. I might sew on some half motifs like that on the sleeve. I decided not to put them around the bottom because on me this is quite large. See, this is long. There's my knee, so I don't want it to get too long. You could, of course, can make it as long as you want, and I'll be putting the pattern out in a couple weeks probably. It'll take me a while to write it because it's a little bit complicated, but not too much. And I might put a diagram on there to show you how to sew these together. And I used another, this thing weighs quite a bit. This is really more for wintertime. And Mr. on the Hook pointed that out to me. It's really heavy. But I started it a long time ago, and my intention was to finish it when it was still cool. But you could wear it with a tank top and a pair of jeans, or a black skirt and a black tank top underneath. I think that would be pretty. And it probably wouldn't be too hot on a cool day in the summer or at night or something like that. But you'd want to wear something a little bit less substantial underneath it. But anyway, there it is. And I'm real proud of this. It's so beautiful, and it's very, very soft. And I actually used the Premier Anti-Pilling because I wanted a really nice yarn to make this from. And I couldn't really afford a luxury yarn. That would take hundreds of dollars, and I just wasn't willing to do that. So I ordered 10 skeins to make this, and I ran out. I knew I would run out, so I went ahead and ordered 3 more skeins on Amazon. I think it was. It might have been Premier, and they might find their way to a giveaway at some point. I haven't even opened those up. I'll have to open one, though, probably for the edging. I'm not sure. I've got part of another skein in there, too. So it's been a labor of love, and I really like it. I haven't named it yet, but I will, and that's where I am on this particular project. I wanted to show you one more wick that I've picked up from my whip pile. I'm trying to finish everything, or trying to finish what I really want to. The rest of it I'll frog it out or give it away. But I've got 11 whips, and now I've got maybe 10 whips. So this was a whip, so I'm down to 10. And I'm almost finished with the green, so that'll be 9. And then here's another one that I'm working on. This is the city skirt, and I started this long ago. Some of you who have been with me a long time will remember I started this with Mary Maxim Best Value yarn, and this is the colorway Mocha. Mocha is the colorway, and I have a couple more skeins in there. I'm good. I won't need that many, but this is the elastic that I'm putting around the waist, and this is the band around the elastic. I'm finished with that, and I have this much that I've worked on the actual skirt. I haven't pulled the band together yet. I'll probably do that this week. And so I'll sew the elastic here. I'll take a measurement of how I am right now, and I'll sew the elastic together so it's not too tight or too loose. And it's probably a good idea if you're a slow crocheter, if you start a city skirt, be sure to just leave it like this. Just finish your band and go back and forth, start on your skirt, and you'll be easy to connect those together. In fact, I'll probably do that pretty soon. We just connect them together, and then you can work in the round. So I did 8 rows, and that's what I did on the actual pattern, which is right here. And you can see, if you look closely, there are 8 rows done back and forth, and then I worked in the round for the rest of the skirt. So it gives it a little decorative band at the top, which is fine, and it's only because you're working back and forth instead of around in a circle. So that way you can get at least this far, before you have to sew it together, make it round, and then the measurement you take will be more current than if you leave your whip for a year and you come back and it's not going to fit. So I always wait till the end to put the band together, because my waist expands and decreases an inch or two at a time, and I never know what it's going to feel like when I get finished. So I pull on my purple one that I made last year out of Mary Maxim yarn. It's really pretty, but sometimes I find it to be a little bit tight, and I wish I had made it a little bit bigger around the waist. So that is a function of the size of elastic that you use. This is a 1.5 width elastic, 1.5 inch, and I had to order this. They didn't have it at Joann. I went there, and they may carry it, off and on, but I found that at Joann. I found that on Amazon. I wanted to make sure I got 1.5 inches, and I bought a name brand so that I know it will stretch nicely. I think it's a Dritz brand, and I bought that. It didn't cost very much, but I did get it, and that way I could get what I needed. And I wasn't at Joann looking around trying to find something that would work. I knew exactly what I was getting. So that's the city skirt that I'm working on in the mocha color. It'll go with just about everything in my closet, but I plan to wear it with a black jacket, or a short sleeve jacket and a black skirt to church. So that's probably what I'll do with this. Love the city skirt though, and you know what? You can make this out of a DK yarn. This is a size 4 worsted, but you can make this out of a DK yarn. It'd be a lot drapier, but this mocha, this Best Value yarn is very drapey. I found it to be perfect for this skirt. So, and you can get that at a very reasonable price on the Mary Maxim website. Not sponsored at all. I'm not sponsored by any of these people, but I do promote their products. So one thing that's coming up is a collaboration with Hobie to introduce you to some of their new yarns, and I told them I would do that. I have some ideas for some things I'd like to make, and so I ordered enough yarn to do that. I ordered a cotton silk, beautiful DK yarn that I plan to make a top with for summer, a summer silking in cotton. Sounds perfect to me. I hope it's okay. It's a beautiful multicolored yarn. It's very, very pretty, and I can't wait to show it to you. It should be here soon. They've already shipped it, so I should have it either by next week or the week after. And then I ordered some yarns that I'm going to make a couple of bags with, a couple of totes, and I'm kind of excited about that. I like to make totes to carry my things in, and when they're crocheted, everybody just thinks they look so cool, and it is a really nice look for a tote to be crocheted. It's just so beautiful. There's so many things you can do with the colors on crochet, and that's one reason I don't knit. I just don't have time to spend 6 months making one garment. I don't like to do that. So I like to crochet and I like the look of it as well. So the Hobie collaboration is coming up very soon, and I'll introduce that to you when it gets here. I also have another collaboration in the works with Paint with Diamonds, a wonderful diamond painting company. I've ordered many of my paintings from them. I could show them to you, but anyway, they're hanging up in my house. They're really super nice, and we're a lot of fun to work on. Paint with Diamonds is the company, and I am working with them on a collaboration. We haven't come to a decision yet what we're going to do, but I'll be showing you some things there on that particular website. I really like it. There are lots of diamond painting companies, and this is one of the better ones. I really enjoy working with them, and I look forward to showing you that whenever I get that collaboration put together. Now let's talk about giveaways. Love to give away things, and so I have 5 things to give away today, and I'm really excited about that. I've got a list over here, so I'll be looking over here every now and then to make sure I'm getting everything. This is the Navy Ice Yarn, and this is what it looks like. It's got a little bit, it looks like it's got a little bit of black in there. Really pretty ice yarn. There are 7 skeins in this package, so if you were interested in this, you use the word navy. I saw a lot of those go by when I looked at the comments and I read them. I saw the word navy in there, so a lot of y'all were interested in this. This is the ice yarn in navy, and that's the first gift that we'll give away today. The second gift is this ice yarn that I used to make my Blue Ridge vest with, and I brought it over here so you could see it. This is the Blue Ridge vest. This is what this looks like made up. It's really pretty. I've worn it many, many times. In fact, I probably need to give it a wash. It looks like that. It's beautiful. And of course, this vest is made up and down, vertical on the bottom, and then it's made horizontally at the top. And so this is what it looks like. The back is made the same way, up and down, vertical here, and then horizontal here. It's kind of an interesting pattern. It's not hard to make, easy to size to yourself. So that is what this yarn made up, and there are 2 skeins of this left over, so I have those out there as the word ice. The third gift is a Crochet World. This is the April 2024 Crochet World. Really pretty, lots of great patterns in here, and this was up for the word world. You had to use the word world in your comment to qualify for that. This is the ice yarn. The next one is a gift that was not claimed, and so we have it back out there. The word was gold in your comment. I saw a lot of those go by too. So that is 8 skeins of that yarn ready to go, and this Red Heart with Love was not claimed, and so we're giving it away to the person who wrote in their comment, love. Love was the key word. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these gifts this week. Here we are at the computer, and I've already entered in the video address at the top where last week's video is, and I wrote the word navy in there. That's our first gift that we're going to give away. So I've already looked at the comments. I have the comments list up there, so let's find out who wins the Navy Ice Yarn. And so beautiful. Let's see who wins this. This is Danielle Cordova, 2255. Danielle Cordova, 2255. You have won the ice yarn. So congratulations. Let's go up here and write another word in here. And the second gift that we're giving away, whoops, there we go. The second gift we're giving away is the ice yarn that I used to make my Blue Ridge vest. And so there's that word, and let's get the comments for that. And okay, so let's go down here and find out who wins the ice yarn that I used to make my vest. So beautiful. Rosalind Givens, 5553. Rosalind Givens, 5553. You have won the 2 skeins of ice yarn. So awesome. All right, let's find out who wins the third gift, and that would be the Crochet World magazine. And let's type in that word real quick. The word is world that you use for your comments. And then let's get the comments for that. All right, let's go down here and get the winner for the Crochet World magazine. The Crochet World magazine goes to J.R. Burgess. J.R. Burgess, you have won the Crochet magazine. That might be Junior Burgess or Burgess, I don't know. but you've won the Crochet World magazine. Congratulations. Now, let's go to the word gold, and that'll give us some more ice yarn that we're giving away. And the word is gold. Let's see. You want to go down here and get the comments. And then go here and start. Sorry, this camera work is not perfect. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. And this is the winner, Viviana-Sandy. Viviana-Sandy. You have won the ice yarn in the gold colorway. All right, so let's go back up here. Yeah, we got to put a word in here. And the word for the last gift is love. And that's for the Red Heart with Love yarn, which I really do love. I love that. I think it's so beautiful. And let's find out who wins that. The Red Heart with Love yarn. And the winner is Karen M7197. Karen M7197. You have won the Red Heart with Love yarn. So congratulations to all our winners, and thank you for entering the contest, entering into the comments. I so appreciate all of you. Congratulations to our winners. Please send me an email with the word winner in the subject line and your name and address and what you actually won. So be sure to write that in there so I will know exactly what to send you and that we are on the same page here. I don't want to send the wrong gift to the wrong person. So now let's talk about next week's giveaways. As you know, I have a subscription to Cross Stitch Magazine. I buy these from my grandsons. And I love to get these, but I don't cross stitch anymore, so I'm going to give these away. And if you're interested in this, use the word cross in your comment, and you'll be up for this gift next week. Now, it's beautiful, beautiful patterns in here. I'm going to show them real quick right here. Just all kinds of beautiful patterns that are in this magazine. Loving that. Look, there's even a Patriot one down here. I don't think you'll have that embroidered by Friday, which is 2 days away, but you can have it for July 4th. Anyway, this is a very, very nice magazine. I love this magazine. I like to look through it, but I then realized that there's no way I'm going to be able to do that. Here's the Americana pattern. I just think that's so cute. I really like that. It's kind of whimsical look at the flag and some other stuff, the American things. And that is, again, in the Cross Stitch Magazine. So use the word cross in your comment, and you'll be in the running for that. You know that I like to try new things, and this is from Mary Maxim. I love Mary Maxim. I go on their website a lot and look around. Not sponsored, but I found this. This is a plastic canvas snowy winter tissue box cover. That's what they call it. And I thought that was just really pretty in plastic canvas, okay? It's a kit, and I won't be finishing this. I'll show you how far I got on this. That's about it right there. I cut the square out. I thought I was really doing great with that. I did what it said. But everything is in here that you need to make that. And if you're a plastic canvas person, I want you to sign up for this because I don't need it. I will not do it. I'm sure that I won't ever do it. I also bought some extra plastic canvas. There are 3 of these sheets. They're kind of large. And I'm going to put those in there as well. So if you're a plastic canvas embroiderer, then this is for you. Be sure to put the keyword in here, and the keyword is box, B-O-X, for the tissue box holder. B-O-X is the key word, so be sure to put that in there. If you're interested in the plastic canvas, I bought the kit and I will not be using it. Here's the next gift that we're giving away next week. This is 8 skeins of ice yarn. It looks like a 5 bulky to me. This looks like a 5 bulky, and it's ice yarn. Very nice, very pretty. 8 skeins of that, and that is a big thank you to Little Grandma Kim. She's sponsoring this in today's giveaway, so thank you. I appreciate that so much. It's a big box, and I'm almost down to the bottom. I'm using some, and I'm giving away some. So again, big thanks to Little Grandma Kim for sending all this beautiful yarn. Speaking of Little Grandma Kim, here's another package of yarn. Here's another package of yarn that she sent me. This is ice yarn. It's in a black and kind of a black and white. It's viscose and polyester. Really pretty. Love it. I love the colors in that. It's a little bitty yarn though. It looks like a size 2 yarn. So if you're interested in that, this is 8 skeins, plenty in here of this beautiful ice yarn. So this will be given away next week, and the keyword here is ice. Oh, I didn't give you the keyword for that. The keyword for that is blonde, B-L-O-N-D-E, blonde, and that is the keyword for this particular yarn. Use the word dark for your keyword for this, D-A-R-K, dark, and you'll be in the running for this particular ice yarn right here. Well, I hope you've had as much fun as I have today. I've enjoyed being here. I enjoyed talking to y'all, and thank you so much for tuning in. Now, for my shop update, I have 2 new items I want to tell you about, and this is the first one. Some of you have already bought this. This is so cool, but I haven't rolled it out yet. It's out on my Etsy shop, but it is a phone holder that says On the Hook Crochet, and it's got that beautiful watercolor design that Mr. On the Hook found an artist that would do that for us, and that is what it looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of phone you have. There are probably 10 or 15 different kinds of phones, and you just click the one that fits your phone and you can order one of these. This is perfect for my iPhone. It's got the room for the 3 camera spots there, and on the sides and on the bottom there are cutouts for that. So it's all designed just for my particular phone. But if you have an Android or some other kind of iPhone, they also have these to fit. They're really slick, really super nice. I'll get that right up there where you can see it. There's the watercolor design. Isn't that beautiful? I just really love this. So that is the first item in my shop. It's out there now, and you can find it at the link below. I'll send you to the shop, and you can look for whatever you're interested in. But y'all have really loved the tote bags. I have several kinds of tote bags out there, and a project pouch, a notions pouch, and 3 different tote bags with the watercolor design like this. Really love it. I'm just in love with this. I just think it's so beautiful, and y'all have loved it as well. But I have one more item I want to show you. This is my Wildflower Mega Tote. This is absolutely cool as it can be. It's huge. It's really big. See how big this is? I'll put it on my shoulder and you can see how large it is. It's really large. Very, very large. And it holds a lot of yarn. A lot of, like an Afghan maybe would probably fit in here. 2 or 3 sweaters, or all the yarn you need for one project goes in the bag. You don't have to go put it on your stash. It goes in the bag. You keep it all together with your notions and everything else. So I really like this bag. It has rope handles on it, and they're very soft to the touch. You know, they don't cut into your shoulder when you put it on your shoulder. They're very, very nice. I like this bag. I really do. And let me get up here and show this to you. It's the watercolor wildflower design that are on a lot of my other items. And let me turn this around so you can see it. The other side is different. Both sides are different. I just like that about it too. Mr. On the Hook was really busy with this one. And it's got a 3-inch bottom in it. So you can see it's got a flat bottom. And the wildflower design meets at the bottom like this. See, it's all over the bag. There are no white spaces on this. I really love it. I think it's beautiful. It's got my logo on here, but it's not huge. It's just a little logo at the top, so you'll remember where you got it. And so I really love this bag. I wanted to show it to you in person. Instead of just putting it out on my shop, I wanted to show it to you and let you take a look at it. Again, there's the design. So beautiful. And here's the other side. Really, really pretty. Get it straight there so you can see it. I love the colors in that. So anyway, that's my newest tote. This is the Mega Tote, and you can find it on my Etsy shop. I'll put a link down in the description. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for my new subscribers who have joined us. Thank you so very much. Be sure to join the email community. It's down in the description box. It's free to join. You don't have to pay a penny, and you get a free pattern when you sign up. So be sure to do that. If you have a chance, take a look at that and hit the link and join the email community. And all that other information from this video, patterns and everything that I can think of, is down there in the description box so you can find it easily. And be sure to check out my new summer vest pattern. I just released that this morning, and so I hope you'll check your inbox for that if you're in the community, and you'll have an offer code that will give you a substantial discount on that pattern or any pattern in my shop, so you can use it on all the patterns. So I hope you'll enjoy that. And I hope you have a wonderful week. I plan to have one as well. And I'll see you next time when we find out what's on the hook.